Hello Moverbase users! In this video, we are going to show you how to take information from a form email, such as this, and extract the information using Zapier's Parser tool to automatically send that information to your Moverbase account. So if you're receiving leads through services such as Angie's List or Thumbtack or any other type of form email, you can set up this Zapier integration to automatically extract that information and create a new lead in your Moverbase account. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our Zapier account and we're going to click to create a new Zap. Choose Zapier's email parser as the trigger, and then the trigger event is going to be anytime you get a new email. And click to continue. Connect your Zapier email parser account, then choose your mailbox. The trigger will only work on emails that are sent to this specific mailbox, so if you do not already have one set up, you'll need to connect here. You can see here I have two inboxes that I've created previously, but we are going to create a new one for this example. So click Create Mailbox. This will automatically create a random inbox. You can keep your inbox like this, or if you would like, you can go back and edit the inbox. This is optional, but it's helpful should you ever have multiple parser connections. So you can click to edit, and there's your new inbox name. Scroll down to save, and that's going to update that email address for you. Next, what you're going to need to do is send an email to this inbox. So if you have an email that you want to try it out with, what you can do is forward this email to your new inbox. Just be sure to delete all of the extra stuff that gets added on to forwarded emails, including the forward in the subject line. Now, going back to your email parser, and you'll see that you have a new email in that inbox. And now what we're going to do is we're going to teach Zapier how to interpret this email. Click on Template, then click to create a new template. Then all you need to do is highlight the information you want to be collecting and name it. It's important to note that emails must always be received in the same format in order to use the email parser, since it will intelligently read this information the way you've told it to. So for example, it's looking for name to find where it's going to say first name, and then it knows that after that is going to come the last name. So an email that's not formatted the exact same way will break the logic. Once you have all of your information labeled as you'd like it, you are going to scroll down to Save Address and Template. Now you're ready to finish your Zap. So head on back over to your Zap Creator and refresh the page to find your new inbox. Select and click Continue, and then you're going to want to test your trigger. And you can see here it's pulling the information from the email that we just received. Then click Continue to connect to your Moverbase account. You'll want to select Moverbase as the app and select Create Lead as your action. Click to continue and choose your Moverbase account. If you have not already set up your Moverbase connection, check out the articles below for more information on how to connect your Moverbase account. Click Continue, and then what you're going to want to do is set up your action. So what we're doing here is we are telling Zapier how we want the information to be filled in. To set up your action, you are going to be inserting the data that we just labeled when parsing the email. So click on the field, and then under here, you'll be able to see all of your options for the information you just parsed in the email. You can search all of it, or you can search specific things. So I can search date, and now that's going to fill in under the job date field. And we'll search first name, parse output, and last name. And we can already see here some fields that are missing or aren't quite set up right. We'll be able to edit these later. There's two fields you'll want to take note of because they're filled in a little bit differently than the others: the move size and the referral. For move size, you'll actually want to leave this field blank and fill in this information using the additional details at the bottom. This is because Moverbase uses numbered IDs for move size and won't recognize a different text input. So instead, what you're going to want to do is save the size as an additional detail. We'll do the detail type. We'll say it's going to be text. And then here's the value, and we're going to find that value with the parse. Beautiful, and we want this to display. So we're going to select true. Now it's going to display that additional detail. For the referral ID, you're going to want to search your referrals that you already have in Moverbase. If you do not already have this contact form included on your referral list, head on over to Referrals in Moverbase, create your new referral, we'll call it contact form, and that's saved. And now that referral is going to be available for us on here. And we're going to click to continue, and we are going to test this action because this is going to be really great to see what has and hasn't worked. And then we can go back and we can make changes to our parsed email. So we're going to test and review. And this test is going to send a new lead to your Moverbase. And now let's pop in here, and we can already see a couple issues. Duplicate first name, addresses didn't pull in quite right, so let's update that. If you need to make some tweaks to your template, go back to the Parser inbox. Report this first template as inaccurate and try editing again. This will create an extra template where you can go through and relabel everything, essentially helping to train the parser. We're going to go back in here and we're going to re-extract this. So what we're going to do instead, I'm going to take name and I'm going to do full name here. And we'll take the full phone number here. Once you have all of your information labeled as you'd like it, it's worth testing this Zap again with another lead to be sure everything is set up to work correctly every time. Now what we're going to do is we are going to retest this action with our second email and review and make sure that everything is looking good. And this will create a new lead in our account, and you can see here it is looking much better now. If you needed to continue to make tweaks, what you would want to do is pop on back over to your contact form, and you can make edits to the form so you can take a look at the extracted information, the original. I'm going to report this one as accurate. They did a really good job on this one. But if it is inaccurate, click that inaccurate and you will be able to update and create additional templates to provide more information. And you're ready to name your Zap and turn it on. The final step is to set up an auto forward of your leads emails to your Zapier inbox. You can also choose to send your new leads emails directly to this new inbox. Now, anytime somebody sends a new lead to your Zapier inbox, it will automatically send a new lead to your Moverbase account. If you have further questions, feel free to email us, support@moverbase.com. And as always, thank you for choosing Moverbase.